So I want to introduce you to the Sandbox environment on the map, which is kind of a quick and easy way to get yourself up and running with data mapping. But it's also a powerful system to be able to do a quick merging, styling, and downloading and uploading of different data sets that you'll be able to see on a map. I'll show you some examples here. Here's the City of Dallas GIS portal. There are essentially 4 types of mapping files, which if you click on the help section on the Sandbox, I've got 4 of those listed here. One is CSV, which has latitude and longitude. One is shapefile, which is typically what you're going to get off a government website. You have GeoJSON, which is more of an open format, and then KML, which is also open and what Google created for use within Google Earth. But if you download one of these and open it up, with the CSVs you have latitude and longitudes associated with each point. The process of converting an address to a latitude and longitude is called geocoding, and I have a section on the site where you can do that as well. So if you're doing programming at 25 or so schools and you had the addresses for all of those but not latitude and longitude, you can upload those and batch geocode all of them, so you don't have to go manually do that and save you some time. But if you want to get rid of that help section, you can click this box again and add a layer, and let's add that public school layer, and it will show you every row within that set, and if you click on one of the schools, it will give you all the data associated with it. And this is where you can start doing some interesting styling based on data that you have within the file. If you want to add a shape file, I downloaded the it's council districts, which is also in this help section from the city, and you can drag that on there as well. It's another way to create a layer, is just to drag directly onto the map to make it a little faster. And again, I got that from here, the City of Dallas's shape files, and let's just do an example. The parks in the city now is in my downloads folder, and I will go drag that onto the map and those will show up. You can hide the other layers, and then say if you wanted to style this and make it a different color, you can do that, and then say turn these back on, and you can download this entire file as a GeoJSON or really whatever you want to, KML or shapefile, and you can do that with individual layers as well, and to make these more shareable. And then you can actually save it into my data system, which will put it on our repository, which I'm covering in another video. I'll show you a few other sources. I'm going to have these all in my repository, but it's good to know that the DISD has their own GIS portal that will have these shape files. The Dallas Open Data will have their own. So say you want to look at where dog bites have happened in the city, you can search for that, and in a second it will pop up with this data set that you can export and download and throw into the system as well. So if you look here at the end, you can see they have latitude and longitude in here somewhere, but you'll just have to trust me, because I don't want to waste time looking for that. But you can export these, and it will give you these different options, one of which is CSV. The North Texas Council of Governments also has its own data center, and you can look at boundary files here. So if you wanted to see independent school districts within the Council of Governments, you can download as these same files that you're using in my system, KML or shapefile, and do that. And let's go ahead and throw that in there as well, just to show you that this stuff is all interoperable with each other. So there's obviously quite a few of those. Northwest ISD, there's Plano, there's Allen, Frisco. So that's a kind of a base introduction to the type of files that you'll be using in the system, and we'll get into more videos on how to style stuff and how to actually export these and re-import them and then load them and feed them into the data system, where there will be in this repository, which I'll have another video on as well, which has maps from a variety of different sources from around the state and around the city that you can merge and analyze all with each other. So we'll get into that later, but thanks for listening.